Hey, welcome to the channel. This is an actual play podcast of a tabletop RPG I put together. It's based on some stories I wrote, set in a solar system cut off from the galaxy at large for thousands of years, and is somewhat mixed the genres of science fiction and fantasy. Some things featured here are more original than others, but I made sure that everything has my own spin put to it to make it fit in the crazy, odd, and sometimes dark world I'm putting my players through. Tell us how we can improve, and enjoy. So how many days do you want to skip?
8.
Okay.
No, it's very specific.
Okay.
Cool.
And
So-
at this point, the Levangela has left and is starting its journey.
Okay. So how long did you say again? It was a week for one,
Week
Training.
for one training, yeah.
no, for one XP box.
Yes.
Okay,
Ooh, that's a good point.
that's what I'll do.
Okay. Now remember that leveling up for the most part just gives you access to
Yes,
perk points.
I'm aware of this.
So
This is not anywhere near the same as the last time we played.
yeah.
The last time we played, it was all about leveling up. This time it's actually about gear.
Except Narpa's Ghost, which can actually get scary powerful if he does a lot of XP boxes. But then he becomes visible after level 5, so it changes.
Oh, wait, so his ghost actually becomes physically visible
Yes.
to anybody?
Yes.
I have noticed that every time he's used his ghost, it just so happens that nobody's around.
Yeah, well, he's doing it that way on purpose. Okay, so what are people wanting to do for downtime? Narpa won't be able to do anything, because bedridden. Except acquire that perk.
I'm gonna finish shoulder brace training because I have 1 day left in that.
Okay.
So, question: they've got my gun, and I'm not leaving without my gun.
Oh,
So I'm staying until they give me my gun back.
right, that would be after, he only used that for the surgery. So he would give that back to you immediately. Completely drained.
I helped save his life, so there you go. Mission accomplished for Cade. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get level 2 in shoulder brace and level all the way up to level 2 in medical.
Okay. What are people doing when we come back for the downtime?
Getting drugs.
Okay, so Locke's going to the med bay to get his drugs. Loria going with him.
Yeah.
I guess.
Narpa. Narpa would be there.
And I've been hanging out with Narpa for the most part.
Okay.
So we're all in the med bay.
And I guess what we'll do is Loria and Locke open the door to see the mysterious stranger who has a gun pointed at Cade. Cade's against one wall of the little cubicle that Narpa is in. Oh, and the guy is going to look towards the door with one eye. One eye tracks towards them, the other remains on Cade, and he goes, "That's 3 down. Where's the 4th?"
Don't know right now.
What? You know this one?
Walk forward. A shove loft.
Forwards?
Yep.
Anybody care to explain what's going on?
He'll talk to you and say, "You're not part of this.
May I leave?
Don't bring anybody in."
Okay.
He'll say, "Just don't get anyone innocent involved."
Okay. So, unless someone's going to stop me, I'll leave.
Does Loria stop him?
No.
I'm still confused as to what's going on. Can somebody please explain? Why am I involved?
Just to make sure everybody's, or at least the GM is aware, I am going to spend another willpower to modify the tracking spec on Marjorie.
Okay. On Loria.
Yeah, on Loria, so now it's audio.
So, Cade's question was,
I still don't know what's going on. Can somebody please enlighten me to why I've got a gun to my face?
he's gonna track his eye at you. So, do you care to explain? Or should I just go?
Just go.
If we're
Okay,
talking
bang.
pulling the trigger,
He misses. But, shots fired.
why are we going in this direction?
And after that first shot, he's gonna shoot again.
Wait,
So, Cade now returns fire?
yeah,
Okay, so that'll be as an interrupt type thing. Roll.
time for finger gun action.
Although you'll still...
No, it's not.
Do we need initiative, Brian? Or GM?
Yeah, at this point. Because that was basically ambush actions. Okay, so, Cade, you roll a d6, add 3 to it, that's the damage you take.
I just took 7 damage, so do I need to roll initiative as well?
Yes. This is basically, he got the drop on people. So, he automatically moved first, and now we're going to go with initiative stuff.
I'm gonna pull out the M&M and shoot twice.
Okay. So make 2 attack rolls.
I failed because I rolled an 11, but I have marksman, which lets me reroll a ballistics check.
It's once per turn, though.
Okay.
That lets you re-roll it once.
Reroll to a 5.
Okay. So deal damage.
5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot again, which did not succeed.
Okay. Next on the initiative, Loria.
Curse word doesn't go?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bleep?
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be called Mr. Curse Word, but yeah. I know, but it's more funny than I anticipated. Okay. He's going to point both guns at Cade and shoot 3 times.
Oh, he's doing
How does
all
he
that.
have that many actions?
Whoever gets his gun is going to find out. So, this is for the gun in his left hand. That's a miss. And then 2 shots for the one on his right. So he got 1 hit. So, take another d6 plus 3 of damage. Cade. And now it's Loria's go.
Okay. How far away am I?
4 meters.
How hurt is Narpa?
How hurt?
Yeah.
How hurt is Narpa?
Seeing as he recently got pretty good medical treatment of the week, he's actually not that hurt.
The main thing is he would have some hefty debuffs to him. So he would be at full health, but his health would be reduced. Yeah, he's not hurt any, but his health would be reduced.
So he looks in bad shape. Does he look awake?
No.
So, how hurt does Cade look?
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
He's been shot twice.
I just dropped, like, literally 13 health.
But I've seen him take worse.
He has literally never been in a worse situation, as far as you know.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell Mr. Bleep. The other one could wake up any second. Don't focus your fire.
You realize that Narpa doesn't get to not get shot, right?
Eh?
So, like, the reason Mr. Bleep hasn't been shooting Narpa is because he could literally kill Narpa in 1 turn.
So I'm gonna probably just get out my pistol
Okay.
and have it
Okay.
ready to shoot.
Okay.
And also berate Kate.
This one's
What-
been graded by you enough.
What does Loria say? Maybe something like, "You've had this coming for a long time,"
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Been told that
along
too.
the lines. It's a 9.
and that would be a contested roll. So,
16.
okay. And berate it does minus 1d3 to the next roll,
Yes.
or was it weariness damage?
It's the minus 1d3 because it's the opposite of inspired.
Yeah. Okay. That was disparage. That does weariness damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Cade's next roll, he must subtract 1d3.
Yeah.
From the threshold.
And I'm gonna walk behind some cover that is closer to Mr. Bleep.
Okay. And that's Loria's turn. Narpa?
So Narpa's ghost is gonna hop out of the bed and take the IV that I presume is plugged into Narpa, plug it into Mr. Bleep, and just press it.
Okay. Okay, is Narpa aiming for a place?
Maybe the kidneys.
Okay,
Ouch.
so aiming for torso. Okay, so make your melee attempt and you'll get advantage.
Ooh, second one hit the threshold.
Okay,
Threshold is 5?
Yes.
for the ghost it is.
Okay.
Alright. You hear a metal clanking sound as the needle breaks.
I'm gonna die. I'm really gonna die.
I don't want a party wipe. Gosh darn it.
So, that happened.
Alright, well, last thing I want to do is I want Narpa to roll off the bed
Okay.
in the opposite direction of the gunfight.
And take cover. Okay.
FYI, you specifically stated earlier that he was in the bed restrained.
Right, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm screwed.
Well, no, because Narpa could flip the bed.
Do you want to flip the bed?
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
better than getting shot. Make an agility or dexterity. One of those two. This is to resist damage.
And I failed.
How bad?
I rolled 11 out of 8.
Then you'll just take 1 damage. You'll like smack your head on the ground or something along those
Ow.
lines.
I think I actually will get involved, but since I decided late, I'll just
Yeah.
go with the next turn cycle.
Yeah, you're gonna come in last. So.
Okay.
And now Loft can move. After hearing light
many?
9 gunshots now.
Actually, I can see and hear everything inside of there without even making a roll of any kind.
Oh,
Right.
you can see?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, as long as Lori is not obscured.
No, not even counting her. Her, I'm just hearing through her.
Okay.
Seeing, they're within 5 times perception.
So this was... I thought there was a roll for that.
Nope. There's a roll if I decide to just try and get it further away than that.
Okay, so for 5 meters it lets you see behind barriers.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's 5 times, it's perception times 5 meters.
That should have been... Like, I'm fine with there being a minimum distance, but I was pretty sure for a long distance you had to make a check.
You want to look at the actual rules as given?
Sure. Okay. It doesn't mention a test, but it was supposed to have a test. A perception roll.
Just a perception roll?
Because that kind of thing always has to have the chance of failing.
I mean, I was just going based off of what you had there, so...
Yeah.
Yes, I can still see.
Okay. So you can project your sight into there.
Yes, and
Which
I'm hearing through Marjorie.
Which means you don't have your sight where you are.
Correct.
So,
Okay.
that's all. That should also go in there. Then I'll update that.
Okay. Is that all I can do?
That's a passive action.
Okay, that's
So-
what I kind of figured.
Are you gonna turn around and walk back, or what?
No.
Yeah, because you would be blind if you was doing that.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is
Oh, well, so to specify, the way this act works is you can essentially move the focus of your eyes to another spot.
Yeah.
So where is the focus of your eyes?
I'll put it just above
Cade.
Cade.
Which means you don't see anything behind Kate.
Correct.
I'm against the wall, so that's irrelevant.
Okay. That position also stays fixed.
Okay.
Like, fixed relative to...
Yeah, I have to move it.
Yeah.
It won't be moved by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to I will try and stop Mr. Cursey name his next 2 actions. This is basically the same thing as anti-magic, except for the fact that I actually have to state when I'm using it, and I have to use it prematurely to stop something, but I can stop things other than magic abilities.
Right. And then something bad happens if you fail.
Oh, if I fail, it's very bad for me.
Yeah.
Well, if I critically fail, it's very bad for me. Like, basically, until I pass a willpower check, every action I take almost has a guarantee to critically fail.
Don't fail this.
No, it's don't critically fail.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to whoops his next 2 actions.
Yes, so that's 2 contested luck rolls between me and him.
Right. And so you set that up in advance. Cade moves before that, though.
So, I don't remember you actually introducing your character. Just
Me?
for the record.
I did.
Yeah, you do.
Did you go through your abilities like we all did?
No, because at the time we didn't want to share what my abilities were.
Right.
Okay.
So a lot of this stuff is new to you guys.
And to the viewers, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point, though.
Yeah.
I am using an ability called Whoops.
Yeah.
It costs a reaction and a willpower, and I get to roll contested luck, and depending on who wins or who loses, I can either cause a action of somebody else that I choose to stop or not happen.
Right, it fails.
Yeah. And that's the ability. The other ability that I used was the ability to basically move my line of sight somewhere else, which is
Yeah, it lets him place a sense
Yeah.
somewhere else.
what was it?
It was Farsight or something like that.
Yes, it's Farsight. And then I'm also using Tracker on Marjorie, which basically lets me put an invisible spec on her and allows me to do many different things with that spec. And the one I'm currently
But
using
only one at a time.
unless I wanted to take a significant willpower drain. But
Yeah.
right now, all I'm doing is hearing through wherever she is.
The way spec works is you place a spec, and as long as you maintain that spec, it lowers your willpower by 1. And then you can add additional qualities to the spec by further lowering your willpower.
Yeah.
You have 3 specs out?
I currently have... Yes. No.
I'm just giving an example.
I have 2 out right now, because I canceled
Okay.
1.
Okay, so 2 out, and then 1 has an additional effect.
Mhm.
So that's a sum total of 3 minus to his willpower maximum. And then even when you cancel those, you get the willpower maximum back, but you don't get the willpower back.
Yes.
So,
It basically lowers my maximum until I cancel the spec.
Right, because they're sustained.
Mhm.
And they automatically expire at 1 light second, like all ghost abilities do. Alright, so Cade's move.
I'm gonna swap the M&M over to my left hand,
Okay.
and with my right hand, I'm gonna get the ultraviolet flashlight out.
Okay.
Point and shoot.
Okay.
With the light and the gun?
Right, but the light isn't in damage range.
It doesn't need to be.
It's just in bright range.
Exactly.
So make your roll.
That is a 6.
Add the minus.
Okay. 2.
Do you still pass?
Very much
What?
so, yes.
So your ballistic skill is 11, what about the gun training?
Is 2, which I have 2 in.
Okay, so
My
yeah.
ballistic skill in my left hand is 11.
Alright, just making sure we were doing everything correctly.
Yeah, because that
So roll
doesn't.
damage.
Yeah.
Ooh. I do 8 damage, and there is a very bright light directly in his eyes, and if I'm not mistaken, glorious.
It doesn't get her,
Okay.
but it does hit him, so...
And it's Mr. Bleep's turn.
Right. So he's going to randomly fire. Roll luck.
13 out of 10.
Yeah, so that will work. His gun just screws up. And it'll fire, but, completely miss.
Okay.
And then his next 2 shots are with the one in his right hand.
Which means I can only stop one of them.
Right.
Or I can only attempt to stop one of them.
Right. Well, you've decided you're going to stop one.
Yeah.
So.
I got a 1.
Okay.
That means it critically fails.
Figure out what that looks like for this gun.
You know what this sucks about this is I'm helping.
The gun is going to cough as it jams. Then it's going to spit out the bullet.
Wait, it coughs and spits out a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And shoot again. And that's going to hit.
Wait, how is that a critical fail?
Yeah, it didn't
So-
really do anything bad to it.
The point of a critical
Okay.
fail was...
Yeah, you'll see. It actually did.
Okay.
What's it? What is it again?
What?
The
What's
damage, how
rolling?
much has he taken?
Oh, it's 1d6 plus 3.
I'm dead.
Are you dead?
I'm at 0.
Okay. So Cade gets knocked out.
And as far as I know, Narpa's knocked out.
Yeah. Well, no. Narpa's on the side.
Oh, did I see that happen to Narpa?
Yes, because you saw Narpa flip his thing over.
Okay. So
Right, which means he's going. Mr. Curseword is going to bend over the bed and prepare as soon as he can to shoot Narpa.
Okay.
What is Loria doing now that Katie's been taken out? So, I'm hot implementing something, but I think it's going to turn out to be pretty balanced. Where if your ghost item is at full charge, you can dump all charge and have it dead for 24 hours, but it will get off normal use. You don't have to roll.
So snap. The illusion goes off.
And describe the illusion.
So the idea of it would probably be, I'd like to sort of somehow, and you can help me decide what it actually looks like. Basically, convey to Narpa, kind of this isn't the end. Like you're not gonna die, but also kind of, in a way, like stop Mr. Bleep from moving, like keep him from doing anything.
Or maybe they're all 3 inches restrained on beds now.
Does the room look any different now that we're in illusion?
Maybe it's made out of wireframes, endless wireframe dimensions, and there are 3
So we're
gurneys, and everybody's strapped down to the gurneys by belts. So how's this? Endless plane where everything is made out of just like the grids. Like black squares with some sort of neon colored lines going through and making grids.
So Mr. Bleep is restrained.
Okay. Or Mr. Bleep believes he is restrained.
Yeah. To the point that he cannot move or do anything. Narpa's still restrained because I can't do anything about that because he is actually physically restrained.
So everyone just sees themselves as being restrained in beds.
So what do I see?
Everybody is, for some reason, pretending to be restrained to beds.
Okay.
And
Like it looks like a mime show.
yeah, after I do the everyone is restrained illusion, I'm gonna just walk over to Mr. Bleep and say, they aren't dying today. And I shoot him.
Like with all the bullets.
Yeah, I'll shoot him till he's dead.
Yeah. Okay. And then Loria walks out of the room.
No.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go up to Narpa, squat down,
Is the illusion still going on?
and I'm going to drop the knife at his feet. Not at his feet, like right in front of him so he can see it.
The death knife. The eye melting piece of crap.
I'm just gonna drop it on the ground. A token of trust. You owe me now. You aren't dead because of me.
Marty, don't take this the wrong way, but right now you just became Morpheus if this were the Matrix.
Okay, well, yeah.
And now does L'Oreal leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the
Please,
illusion
Kate.
sustained.
So when L'Oreal walks out of the medical room and looks down the hallway and sees Loft just sitting there.
Oh, okay. So when I see her leave the medical room, I'll cancel Farsight.
Yeah, but you'd still be in the hallway.
Yeah, I know.
So is he left?
Yeah.
How far away is he? Is he just like on the other end of the hallway, just like...
Maximum distance could be 30 meters. Safest distance would be 12.
12.
Because
That's literally my max movement in 2 turns.
Yeah. But you could have kept walking while blinded.
No,
So that's why I'm saying
I don't really want to walk into a wall.
So when you two get that awkward eye contact,
What did you do to them to make them all stop moving?
I saved their lives.
Why did you let Cade get shot?
That's what had to happen.
So how long are they going to be stuck like that?
Not for much longer.
Do you mind if I go in there and search your buddy?
Go ahead.
Will I get stuck as soon as I walk in?
No.
Where are you going to go?
Away. I'm leaving.
What was your connection to this guy? If you don't mind me asking.
He was their burner agent.
The Sanctus?
Yes.
So, there's nothing I can use on him to get back to the Sanctus. Great. What about you? Do you still have any ties to the Sanctus that you're willing to throw my way?
I can put in a good word for you. If you do what I want.
What do you want?
You'll hear from me.
Okay. You're just gonna contact me randomly? Or am I getting a...
You'll
something?
find out.
Okay. I will keep my eyes out. And I'll just step to the side of the hallway.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
I guess I'll go inside the medical room, and just to be doubly sure, I'm going to search the guy over, because
Yeah.
the last thing I want to do is ignore something that may get me in line with the Sanctus. Once I get done with searching over the guy who probably has no face at this point.
yeah, his head's gone.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
He is he's a jarbrain.
Oh,
To put
okay.
it that way. Which is why the syringe broke.
Yeah, I thought he had some sort of metal kidneys. But
Why would he have specifically metal kidney?
all I know is there was metal where his kidney should have been.
No, just imagine that. Martha stabs him in the side. Sorry, kid, I got kidneys of steel.
Literally.
No, he's a jarbrain.
Okay.
A jarbrain is the in-universe term for someone who has given themselves almost entirely over to cybernetics, to the point that virtually the only organic pieces they have left are their nervous system. And maybe a select few others.
Immense pain.
No. Cade has replacement parts.
He can be salvaged.
You can get a new arm with brand new code.
Yeah,
We'll work together on this.
the gun, when you pick it up, the one that was in his right hand goes, new boss.
Ooh, talking gun.
You gonna fix me?
In a minute, and I'll put him in my backpack.
Muffled complaints, curses.
Okay, so I'll go over there to Narpa since he just spoke to me. And I can only assume that I see the knife on the floor.
Yeah. The way these Divor knives work is they have a thin band of steel that's kind of around the edge and through the middle of it, but it's called... Then what's the trough usually called in a sword? You know what I'm talking about.
This is probably not the correct name for it, but it's something like a fuller.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
actually the
fuller.
right word. So they have a band of steel around the outside and through the fuller to give them rigidity. And then sort of braided through the cutting edge is the Divor material itself, and the rest of the knife is Divor material, which is really, really soft. Almost like a bit harder than lead in softness. It doesn't rub off on things. But if you stab somebody in the armor with it, it'll just lose all of its edge and not penetrate. That's the consistency of the Divor material. And then this particular one has been bent badly to the point that it was almost snapped in half and then hammered back into shape.
Okay.
So it's very bad off structurally.
Okay. So I will see that, and immediately turn around from Narpa and go find a rag or something nearby.
Ooh,
Hey, Loft, where you going?
Be back in just a second.
pull the guy's overcoat off.
Okay, I'll take the overcoat off.
Yeah,
First off, is Narpa looking in the same direction as the knife?
Yes.
Yeah, because the knife is directly in front of him.
Okay. Can I lift the bed back up straight so it's sitting up straight without taking him off of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll pick the bed back up so he's laying down. And then I'll lean over and wrap the knife up inside the jacket.
Okay.
Hey, is the illusion still going?
No.
Okay.
And I'll put the knife into my backpack. And then I'll stand up
So the knife is fully wrapped.
completely,
Okay.
like thoroughly wrapped.
Okay.
I would make very much sure that there's nothing exposed.
Yeah.
Ball of cloth with
When you-
a knife in the middle of it.
When you unzip the backpack, the gun starts shouting at you again, and then you like stow the bag on the ball of cloth on top of it and muffle it further and zip it back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Loft, who's talking to you?
A friend. I'll introduce you to him later. Let's get you unbuckled and maybe stop Cade from leaking all over the floor. And I will proceed to unbuckle him.
Okay.
Boy, I hope your ghost wasn't watching when I did that.
But he totally would have seen all that.
Yeah, but I don't know that he's there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to your ghost, the knife has, like, over its dial part, it has sort of like a TV static look. It's because the brainwashing is taking more effect now. You are brainwashed because of the ghost's memories imposed upon you.
Okay, so you are unbuckled,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pick my backpack up and put it back on, and then gesture to Narpa for Narpa to come over here and help me with Cade because he's making the floor dirty.
Narpa probably also has some brain fluid on him from the headshots.
Yeah, that's not a concern right now. What the concern is, the floor is turning red, and I don't want it to be red. And I have no medical
The
training,
floor is the issue.
so I have no idea what I'm doing other than just taking tampons and shoving them into every single bullet hole I see on him.
Can I make a suggestion? Maybe you get the doctor from the hospital that we're currently in.
I kind of figured that he would have been in the room, but since he wasn't here and I haven't seen him around, my character was assuming that Mr. Curseword had done something to the doctor. That's why I haven't attempted to go after the doctor.
No, it's because he's in the operating suite with Lockra.
Oh, would
he
I
did
know
come
this?
out whenever he heard gunshots.
Do you think gunshots nearby the hospital is not something that happens every single day?
This is a little bit different from near the hospital. This is 20 feet away from his freaking operating suite.
The operating suite would also be soundproofed, because painkillers are optional here.
So make her knock on the door then.
It's soundproof. Knocking doesn't work.
Do something.
In character, nobody knows that.
Yes.
One, soundproofed, and two, that he's there.
So, Narpa. He's leaking.
Yeah.
Let's make him stop leaking.
Dang, Cade's looking pretty bad. Almost as bad as I was looking that first day.
Is he supposed to be turning white?
People do that sometimes, I think.
Let's go grab some gauze and towels and just start shoving them into the giant gaping wounds to see if we can stabilize him, because I have no idea what I'm doing with this medical stuff.
Alright.
Okay, you have no idea what you're doing. You find the doctor. I'll take care of Cade until you find the doctor.
You have medical training?
Cade, does your gun have a bullet?
Kate is unconscious. How are you asking this?
So I'm gonna fumble with the gun, try to make sure that I don't shoot
Wait.
Cade.
Okay, so wait. Am I seeing this? Narpa, are you about to shoot him?
It's cool. I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because you don't.
Pull the trigger.
Wait, so you'll pull the lever out, tip the cylinder, turn it to the right one, tip it back in, and then shoot.
Yes.
So just use the healing thing.
You got 8 health.
Yeah, it doesn't wake you up automatically.
You either have to wait an hour.
Or, like, be forcibly woken up.
Yeah.
Luft. Cade's kind of fine now, but I think we still need to wake him up. He might have cancer. Can you find the doctor, please?
You just gave him cancer?
I said might.
That's happened before.
Since when can that gun give people cancer?
Cade shot some poor guy in the butt with it. He got radical skin cancer there. It's a long story. Let's not get into it right now.
Wait, is that why what's her name has 2 scars on her butt?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go see if I can find the doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find some way to wash off Cade's blood and disinfect.
Yeah, you can go to the bathroom.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
I could splash some water in your face to try to wake you up. Maybe waterboard you in your sleep.
How about instead we don't do that?